Today, I think we're all hoping for the same thing. A series that goes the distance and a telecom war to rule them all.
Win it already.
All right, let's get into the draft now. And they should probably still index in that pretty early on
Talia trade.
Look
at that, guys. The 3 mid lane bans that I predicted in the breakdown. They full ban supports for the trade of Wukong. Let's see what Ona's going to connect with it.
I want to point out as we get deeper into Fearless.
Maybe he's going to pick Poppy straight up. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a Poppy slam. A little Varus. I think T1 have such a better understanding of how to make sure that their ball lane matchup is good.
We are going down.
Bro, everyone's running out classics in game 1.
Both sides are getting a lot of what
everyone's
they want.
Running out classics in game 1. Then we get a little Ornn here on 4. We get a classic T1 as we saw Genji roll out his draft in game 1. Poppy.
Does make sense here. Poppy is going to come.
That is kind of dry, guys. I don't know if this is good.
Like the Poppy a lot.
I don't know if I like this, guys. Because then I think picking Poppy on 3 is better, and then holding the flex to last and picking top on 4. Because Poppy cannot go into Rumble. He might carry us fantastic on it, but I do think that KT is going to have a really good matchup on ball. I guess T1 is just saying, if you don't pick engage support together with this top side, you're trolling. But if they go like Ash Seraphine here, they're kind of cooking, no? Even Ash Braum.
Alright. Support here for Peter. The Braum, he has been able to use Braum as an engaged champion even in some scenarios. And the double Freljord really
guys, this Poppy matchup is miserable. It's miserable. I feel like they kind of sold the Varus pick down. They just sold it completely. I have to say, I think out of the draft, I kind of like KT's chances here. I kind of like KT's chances. Thinking about what this means as well for Fearless, we have Ashe and Varus already out for Gumi-Yusuf, and they unleash the Varus with very little Poppy value. The Poppy value here is non-existent. Ashe Braum is stronger. Let's enjoy this World Finals, because before you know it, we have to wait a whole ass year. We were here. We get to tell our grandchildren that we were here. Come on now. Ashe Braum, really powerful level 1, standard stuff. No. Hey, don't show me that Genji logo.
We said Galaga, we were kind of joking, but it does feel apt. It's not a roller coaster anymore. It's a spaceship, but
it's a spaceship.
One team.
Hey, yo, they're shooting Faker like that. Hey, stop!
That's a goal! We did see in the meantime, bit of early trade on the bottom side. Heal used from Peter for that additional movement speed to make sure some of that damage would stick, but Peter and Doctam, they're getting prio, but losing out a bit when in terms of overall HP. That said, Guma has already popped the pot.
That's kind of sick.
As far as the jungle pool is going to find the first skirmish.
Cuz kicking things off, Carrier waiting off to the side. TP already used, flash backwards. The concussive blow stacking. Owner 2.
Snappy from KT. Snappy.
Donating it to
this is the KT Classic, guys. Bot lane prio is too OP for them.
Peter on the Braum again. He's able to roam early into the river.
This is something we saw, Peter and Cuz. I think the double buff is just a little bit too OP.
And what I love with BDD is it goes
hovering.
Back, right? Perfect!
All in, Doran. Forced to flash back, just a trade of flashes. Torin struggling to survive.
They woke up on the right side of bed today.
To hold the wave.
Peter's tried to hold the wave, bro. I've never seen Peter hold the wave against Gumi-Yusuf like this.
Getting a little bit anxious.
He's chatting it up, bro. I don't KT, bro. What a fucking great draft to start. Really dislike the Poppy kid. But the thing is, we have to see what kind of Poppy magic Carrier will find in the game. Yo, Jane, how you doing, brother?
Going in, Hunter's volley not quite enough. Now Carrier is looking to finish the job
himself. Find the lethal. Doctam has flash.
He flashes. Forced to flash away. Carrier hungry for blood. A little bit more time. The Q flash forward.
There it is.
Extra movement speed. Trying to make it through the minion. Doctam living for an extra moment. Avoiding the angle back into the wall. Carrier gets the knockback. The clutch coming.
But he's gonna die for it. That's not worth. That's not worth.
Doctam tries to get Guma, pays for it with his life, but he does get the trade back.
What are we doing?
Now they're gonna gank bottom lane too.
That was just you know. That was one of those. Yo, I'm here. You're here.
Doctam on the way down. He won't be there in time. However,
let's get freaky, you know.
Looking to mark him up. Concussive blows finally hitting. Auto attack reset more than enough. Guma-Yusuf falls at the hands of Cuz.
And
in this game,
you're not letting them breathe. That is
currently a disaster. We are witnessing a T1 disaster. The wave is half frozen at least. He's gonna slow push into Gumayusa, but he just TP'd back and got cooked. But look at Cuz is collecting objectives. He's got the Drake already. He's getting the grubs as well. It's gonna be very hard. I don't know what big window T1 have in terms of fighting. I think the main play that they have is they can try to kill Perfect.
On the top side, still in favor of Perfect.
Look at T1. They have all these TPs. That's how you said it though. Did I say it? Guys, it's early in the morning. I might lie unintentionally.
So difficult to dive this Ash Braum.
Okay, Wukong is getting punished. Wukong is getting punished, but KT is walking away. Wukong is now announcing that he's on grubs. Peter Parker flashes.
Then using the W to escape. Game plan as
1xN.
doesn't connect from Doran.
For those who don't know, in LPL, 1xN had like 27 Ash arrows shots.
Carry on the way up, but Perfect is completely overheated. Buying a bit more time to overheat now as he turns back into the wave. Damage coming in, and the rest of the team is alive. Spinning right on top of Doran, and there's the Cyclone. Carrier running for his life. Concussed, taken down. KT dominating game one.
Perfect on his
what is
rumble.
T1
There is a
doing?
reason he is so
All right, comes the counter play. Fake is trying to isolate Dog down.
Teleports down to the bottom side.
Peter
Will
TP's bot
equalize
lane.
the play.
Oh, man. I love it, bro.
Arrow connecting. No chance to use the cousin guard.
Snappy. Braum on Varos in the back. Okay, this might be a good chance for T1. Yoktam on the front line.
Starts to rain hell on the owner, but the Xin is too damn tanky. The objective in the sights of KD.
Bro, I can hear T1's comms now in my head after looking at the T1 videos.
And T1 second smite.
My favorite one is
Aaron. Pushed all the way in.
Doran.
All right, Doran.
Concussive blows. The cycle immediately comes out as well. Doran can't push a single button.
Doran did this. He did this for the tower. He did this for the tower. He did this for the tower. Grub gap. Grub gap. KT feeling the tension. T1 approaching. Let's see the Braum. Are they gonna mark it? Cuz there's the snap from Cuz. It's denied by Poppy, but isn't enough. Rise ultimate. Owner bites fate. It's on the flank. Somehow T1.
Taken down. T1.
Jesus.
No matter the early deficit, T1. They still win the team fight. They still get the dragon, and they're looking for BDD.
All right, BDD.
But there's just nowhere for him to go in the blink of an eye. KT's lead disappears.
And KT,
Beautiful denial there from Carrier onto the Wukong on the engage on the snap. The Rumble ult wasn't powerful enough. And I have to say, the damage that Gumayusa did ahead of the fight and the counter again from Owner is beautiful. What a bounce.
Starting it out with the Zin
Like the
ultimate to spread them
fucking
apart,
jaw
and
of a
Doran following it up on his
snapping turtle, bro.
and they just...
No flash for Cuz. KT luckily able to reset the objective, but I don't think they're going to get a chance to
I don't know why
lead quite
KT
yet.
are
T1
insisting on forcing when they're the ones with Ash on no 2 item.
Flash forward.
Ambessa, that's no flash.
Peter does his best to heroically
More juice. That's amazing work here from Doran.
Cuz taken out as well. Doran is a 3v1. Completely and totally unfazed.
Save the boy, save the boy.
To stop any further follow-up. Faker taking down Perfect, and BDD is not enough to stop T1. Carry a ward over the wall.
Cuz doesn't have Wukong ult, but BDD, he's got aura, look at him. He's taking a lot of damage from Yamatocannon. The circles, it comes through on the Moran. BDD snaps on him.
Finds the angle of the door. Carry now backing up 3K on the objective. Getting lower. Steadfast presence gone.
Here comes Faker, Rise ult, going deep.
Trying to make it out of this one, but now they're moving into minutes. Guma living. Looking for a bit more damage, but T1, they find the double for Carrier.
T1, don't need to walk away. Very lonely for Perfect.
It's too little.
Like a lamb to slaughter.
Faker teleports in and he saves the team fight.
And I'm BDD, but
they get the Otacon.
Cuz gonna have a hard time healing back up that chip damage. Does have access
Faker, they reset the Drake to seal the mid wave. I like that a lot from T1. They sync the Drake reset with the wave, and now they can steal it and really hit and target KT's economy.
Ready to come over the wall.
Let's see the wall. Doran, look at
instantaneous knockup. A flawless combo to keep it going. Duckdown finally escapes, but he just finds himself in a 1v1 versus Doran. Hope fading fast for the side of KT as Carrier is still standing. Perfect and BDD running for the hills. T1 grabbing their second Drake, but Owner not done yet. Knocks Peter out as well.
They found the Braum as well, the mustache.
Doesn't get to play the game. Carrier, who we haven't talked about in a bit, had a rough start to the lane. I'm thinking now the Poppy pick really works out. He's the one that set the pick. from Faker.
Here comes
Won't have his ult, so
Owner.
goes in.
Owner. A little bit too early, Owner.
Good response coming in from Perfect, but the damage not really enough.
Oh, BDD sends his combo into Zinzao ultimate. It's not so well timed. 1-for-1 so far.
Doran on top of Doctam. Concussive blows. Buy him an additional second.
Perfect outglassing for no reason. What the hell, Perfect?
Down, but now he finds himself in a
Wake your punk ass up, Perfect. It's World Finals.
Into the wall.
BDD gets tackled, baited by Perfect.
Effortlessly dismantled. Doran dropping Perfect as well.
You know,
and they're gonna at least get the shove. I was kind of wondering whether they wanted to play for the end,
fool me once, fool me twice. When Perfect and Peter do something bad, here it comes, Perfect catches the wall, but it also means that he is on cooldown. Look at Owner the boneless. Owner, misclicked. Owner, is this real? Is it real?
As is the
power of French
execution. Carry in the thick of it. Gumayusi and Faker untouched.
That's a clone. That's a clone.
Full confidence is the flash. But
Gumayusi like Legolas.
Doran turns it right back.
Lying in wait.
The thundering blow. KT pulling away. Man advantage for the side of T1 being ushered out. Carrier wants to deny it, but he will only be able to isolate. Perfect.
Get in the
car,
Baron
still backing them up.
Get in the
dragon in their sights. T1 once again taking a fight.
Oh, yeah.
Start to flounder. They decide it's not worth it. They decide they don't want it. Instead, they're going to turn their sights to the
Soul
Drake.
coming through. KT have a little bit of a better position. Better entry onto the Drake. But look at boat wave, guys. Look at boat wave. That's the snap. Yokdam is dead. He's dead. He's dead.
Takes him down. KT now chasing
T1 make it look so damn easy, bro.
But Carrier once again there to
the way they snap.
Doran unfazed by the magic damage of BDD. It's a double kill
they have
coming
better
through.
Synergy than
Perfect
Teeth,
because
bro.
the last two left standing.
As a TP into ball lane.
Into the base to bring back and seal the deal in game
Gumayusi,
one.
Hunt him down.
What a performance.
Do it for the point. Do it for the point.
Perfect running for the hills. I don't think
Tell your team to wait with the ending. You're gonna kill Rumble.
Show a masterclass in this game one. The lane for both, I think, looked a little precarious, but those team fights, man.
Nice.
Has a smile on the face of T1's top laner.
Was amazing. This one was nuts, bro.
Chipping away.
This is crazy. Like, look at the game state, guys. Look at the damn game state. Look at the damn game state here.
One of the members of KT,
like, this should be like so hard, so difficult. KT have position, and then it's just like they burn Perfect's flash, and then Peter is eating so much poke, And then look at the as Cuz snaps. Look at Carrier. Let's see how fast he reacts here. Let's see how fast he reacts here. Let's just play this. Let's just play this slower. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. Woo! Speed and quickness. Denying Cuz completely. Wukong ult out, and then the counter engage from Owner, and then Doran just collapsing.
Carrier in game one, don't have a choice. Do they want
Nico's open, guys. Nico's open. Yunara ban.
Yes, but as you highlighted, this is Peter who.
Is it gonna be like Nico, Kai'Sa, Yone, 1, 2, 3 guys? And then T1's gonna slam a little Sion here? Together with Jungle Prio? Is it just Kai'Sa, Yone? Is it just Kai'Sa, Yone? Or do they just go Yone, Rek'Sai and drop AD? Might just be Kai'Sa, Yone, guys. And then we're gonna see Faker, Akali on 3. Oh!
Looking at that bot lane too,
Vi?
knowing how effective Sion can be in those swaps, just withstanding pressure.
Vi is surprising to me. I don't see the value of Vi here. Vi is very surprising to me. But I guess they just feel like they're gonna run out of junglers. Are they going Kai'Sa then? To just line up more CC for Kai'Sa?
And you want to get a kill combo with that Vi for you. The top lane.
Not a big fan of Vi slam into Sion Jarvan showing.
Just play a tank or something. And you don't necessarily.
Then you gotta pick Kai'Sa here for Dokdam.
And so they could invest in the other lane.
I do like
what are you cooking, Skull? Rek'Sai, so Kai'Sa will get banned. We're not gonna see a single Kai'Sa Nico combo, guys. In this game.
More complicated than that.
Lulu. It's basically Kama, but a Yordle.
He is really set up for success, and to use this Lulu to ensure that Carrier can do whatever he wants in these fights.
Okay.
With the Lulu, you have
they're just thinking to themselves, we want more scaling, more scaling, more scaling. No pressure on the early game. Ezreal makes you capable
That said,
I'm really liking T1's draft so far, guys.
Source of damage. Sivir takes a lot of time to scale up. You have a lot of amazing
Really liking T1's draft so far.
But with the Azir and Orianna banned
I think playing Ezreal into, like, I think this Sion is already never dying. And BDD blind picking here is not going to be super easy, guys.
Maybe save that one actually later for later in Fearless. But some
okay,
sort of control
he needs to pick a mage. He needs to pick Victor, but it's so boring. It's so boring.
You would be very vulnerable to the dive.
It's so hard to pick mid lane here, guys.
And this is what
it's impossible to pick mid.
Man, it actually is so, that's crazy to me because I was looking at something that pairs well with Vi.
But they are preparing for the later games.
Front page of Reddit,
Sylas is decent. You have Nico ult here. Honestly, it's a fine Sylas spot. It's a fine Sylas spot. Not gonna lie. Is that a skin pick? Like, what is... Guys, I literally played... I have my League client open from yesterday. I played with Faker's T1 skin. Sylas skin. Like, he already has one. It's a prestige one. What are we saying?
I do think though, with the Sylas, it really does help you with the early game issue.
Guys, I think though, most Sylas spots I've hated at this tournament. This is a decent one. This is a pretty damn good one, I think. I think T1's gonna win this.
Will eventually
it's just a question of what can KT cook up early and what can Owner do to break the matchups. Vi's in bot lane. Here comes Owner. He wraps around. Wraps around like a BDD movement. BDD used flash. I think Faker should be happy with that. Owner stick around, maybe Q the wave. Oh, he's recalling dry. Alright, Peter's here. You have to.
That is a Mel without an escape. If you do find your
ban Trundle, give Sion, pick Ezreal. Are we Fnatic? Are we the baddies?
And the critical part is that T1, they don't overextend the play.
Ooh, KT finding a little Gumi Yusuf.
KT getting aggressive, just
the
knocking
cannon
down
minion tech. Why not? Why not?
Turns into the canyon minion.
Lulu was on recall.
We've seen this so many times, and it actually does get old seeing that happen again. Nico turning into the cannon so you can
imagine we are playing Fearless.
I'm right there with you, Kobe.
We're playing Fearless.
You can just keep tanking tower shots.
We're playing Fearless, and we are still sick and tired of seeing Nico turning into a cannon minion.
And this was our owner flash.
Well, now the lane assignments are no longer that great. Doran's going to be 6.
Once again, doing the
Divir doesn't have a great time with the Rex side, but at least it's okay. I guess you can eat the W knock up and kite away.
From T1 because last time it was KT that was
maybe it's not that bad.
River where they were able to generate some big leads. This time the trap is the opposite. Perfect has made his way onto Guma.
What was this interaction, guys?
Doesn't have the damage yet. Not enough items yet.
Did he Q into a W? Did he layer it?
Crucially does get that summoner. It is a small advantage, but it could matter in the next few minutes.
Yeah, I guess he just layered it. Never mind.
Get the initial
play with like the
it says Nico ult if he stole a different ult. Actually, never mind. It always. I'm lying. I'm lying. I got it twisted. I got it twisted. Sometimes you have the wrong icon and you still have.
On to Peter, catches the real target carry there for the follow. Flash out from Peter.
I'm trolling. Nico icon is always Nico. But sometimes you have the wrong icon and it's Nico. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry guys, I got it twisted. I got it twisted. I was smoking some good kush.
Could be very big. Is gonna mean that KT will start.
Oh, Peter survived the big combo.
Heals up off those honey fruit.
Which means that T1 have no gas in the tank to fight these grubs.
Farming for Guma, you know, you talked about it earlier.
It's going to be key for each team in this game, coach. I think KT are on a timer. They need to break this game open before Sivir reaches 3 items, which I have concerns about.
Nice side set from BDD, just barely
nice spells from BDD.
Ballbreaker coming in for Cuz, opts not to flash. The turn back from Owner is solid.
All
Faker
right.
on the way in himself.
Oh, what a fight! What a fight!
Across the top. BDD grabbing one. Faker will turn it back, but he's under the tower.
Lovely for KT. They take those. They take those.
The subterfuge from KT. Cuz actually spotted.
BDD.
That Owner was there.
Beautiful spell usage from BDD.
Let's go for the
double root.
He's ready.
And then we saw the Jarvan ult to cancel the Vi ult.
And once they do, they're too close
BDD
to the
movement was smooth to line up his spells like that.
Yeah, nicely done by BDD.
Very smooth.
Under, and then
last game it was the Poppy. This time
I'm joking, of course. I'm joking, guys. Peter's the goat. There's just something about the name Peter. There's just something about the name Peter, bro, that makes it so unserious. But he's like one of the most lovable players ever. So I don't want to be a hater. It's just something about the name. Like when a support has, it's called Peter or Mark. I don't know. It's hard to take it serious. BDD has flash. Combination.
Layering into CC a little bit off. BDD unstoppable for a brief moment, ready to use the ulti, but Faker has stolen one away.
All right. That's one kill though. One kill. Cuz is gonna be able to kill Faker too.
CC'd for an eternity.
All right.
The Kingslayer healing not available in time is.
I feel like T1 don't need to fight this Drake, by the way. But T1 is psycho enough to do it anyway. I feel like it's so unnecessary. They could just give this space and let Faker.
Faker's ulti
I really don't think T1 need to fight.
To hijack the ulti of Peter.
Look at Gumayushi, bro. He's so forward. Why doesn't Perfect flash on him? Oh, Kaz gets caught. I feel like KT is way too scared, by the way. I feel like T1 is completely aura farming them. Why doesn't Perfect just flash on Gumayushi there?
Spots them in the darkness. The
filthy, filthy.
But they've stopped moving.
T1 is like so disrespectful. CC chain on the Peter. Big Nico ultimate. BDD getting value. BDD getting value. Owner Southern Sky. Guma Yusuf. BDD Penta. BDD Penta. Guma Yusuf. Guma Yusuf.
Ricocheting, tearing through the dreams of KT. Guma
Yusuf.
Gets the extra kills
It's a 10.
And Carry,
I have to say, T1 is so damn disrespectful.
The polymorph perfectly as Faker.
They are so disrespectful.
Chain the game 2, but this man is a team fighting demon. The dragon starting to fall.
CC chain. Faker lives.
Late owner moving in. A cataclysm across the top side.
Carry out. BDD doing good damage. Cousin one. What a goofy fight. What is happening on the screen?
On the side of T1.
Peter connects with Gumayushi. Gumayushi falls. He's not done yet.
And now it's owner picked off as well. KT fighting for their lives. BDD still standing crucially. The extra damage. Doran set to fall. A double kill for the KT mid laner.
And BDD stands supreme on the mill. Stays alive through it all. And that is going to be the Yamatocannon.
Talking about
because if Gumayushi gets a base for IE, it changes everything. But if BDD base is on death cap now, TP's back, and they force Nash, I need everybody to rally around here. Perfect, hit this wave. BDD, TP, perfect, TP. Let's force. Let's go. Let's rock and roll. Let's leverage our strength. We have death cap. No IE on Gumayushi yet. Come on now. Perfect's pushing one more wave. He's waiting for Mel to show up. Diokdamovic, Diokdam.
And Doran perfectly placed and baited Dokdam. Far too confident.
Doran lying in wait makes Sion look like an assassin here. Walks into the charged up Q, and that is the perfect play.
Such a good sell there as well.
Oh my days, KT getting desperate. KT pulling a T1, but they have no AD damage. It's only BDD. Guys, they don't have good damage for it. They don't have good enough damage.
We don't know. Look at
ready to turn back.
BDD almost landed the E.
Continues to hit the target. BDD ready to clear the
What's the HP on this Nash? It's like 6K? 9K, okay.
9K, but he is determined to take this objective. The blast shield
using the Sion nose to get a little whiff.
Off to the side. Gumayushi for now uncontested.
BDD wasted W here. He wasted W.
Dokdam is up and available, and he has the TP.
And now Dokdam is back.
I actually love this stall from KT. They're able to
Interesting stall. Interesting stall. I feel like T1 maybe overreacted. They could have probably gotten this Drake, but T1 is like, yo, you know what, guys? I swear, Frankie said, guys, keep it in your pants. We don't need to fight. Get items on Gumayushi, and this Nexus explodes.
Right down to that dragon and
I really hate Diokdam's item.
It makes sense that T1 gives it up because looking at the spikes, Guma didn't have his eye, just now finishes it, and BDD did have his death cap.
In the later stages, that said, T1 constantly on the hunt, waiting, looking for these
Dokdam is going Spirit Shoujin next.
Mistake, they're looking to pounce.
T1 now looking to pounce. Dokdam
They got much gets full.
Dokdam. Pass over the wall. Peter looking to make a play.
All right. Keep in mind, this is a Nico. This is a Nico the Faker has. He didn't outlast the Vials. Perfect, a little bit too deep. Perfect. He buys time. He tunnels through.
It's a heist.
Perfect.
He buys the time to take Faker down.
I thought I jinxed you perfect, I swear.
Peter on the chase. They'll only connect onto one, but it's
big root on the back line. Gumayusi can't really hit. Gumayusi can't really hit. This fight is too awkward. Gumayusi trying his best. LDR, IE.
Pushing into the jungle of T1, zoning them away from the Baron as they set their sights on that Red Bull Baron power play.
They win the critical fight. They find Faker. They get the advantage. And
got in the back line, bought enough time, ulted through, BDD with the flash. Doran the Moran.
Sidestep on the decimating smash. Peter there to cover.
Not sure what the play is, Doran.
Doran getting chunked out.
Doran gets killed.
To seal it. BDD going
crazy noob.
Guma alone in the mid lane.
Thank you much for the tier 1.
Objective slowly falling. Owner zoned off. Perfect there with the knockup.
EQ. Owner tried to do T1 magic, but KT have watched that BRX finals. They've watched that BRX finals. They're not going to let international be stolen.
Now wants to make the plan to
perfect. Uses the plant. Look at that, bro. Perfect. Possessed by Zeus's jungle control.
T1 as they walk into this choke point. BDD waiting for some of those major cooldowns to be used before he takes a step forward. Mega Blast Cone.
Good positioning here from KT. Let's see if they can find the poke on Gumayusi. Gumayusi has to play a very dangerous game. Gumayusi, it's all on you, son. It's all on you, son.
Going to give him the angle. KT starting to retreat.
Good poke. That's a sign ult onto BDD. BDD kites away. Big from Peter. Gumayusi falls. Ult is late.
Guma,
we have a series, ladies and gentlemen. We have a series. We have a series. Wait, 2 for 2. 2 for 2. How did Lulu kill Peter and flash over the wall? That's soul. I don't think it should matter. Perfect's too OP.
Get the soul, and they want the
Perfect. What a great game from Perfect.
Continues to push down. They've learned. They've
what
adapted,
a great game from Perfect.
Strong in the face of the game 1 loss.
Damn.
KT firing back against T1, but do they have the power to end the game? Another TP.
Let's see it.
Doctum on the way.
Doran can hold the wave. Doran can hold the wave. I don't know how they crack Doran. All right, Perfect gets access to the minion. To the turret, sorry.
The creeps are falling back.
Doran flashes out.
Remains standing.
Serpent's Fung.
T1 are not out of it yet. Doctum needs more, and he cannot get it.
Guma's up in 10 seconds.
Would say.
Bro, I thought after what we saw in game 1, I thought that this would be like a very easy T1 win. Let's just draft the scales well with an early game that is secure enough in my mind. They got to swap through and Gumayusi was in good condition. But T1 was so greedy about their team fighting, I have to say.
Following after T1, a last desperate hold here in game 2. If they can turn it back, it takes them to match point, but KT set to even up the series in the 2025 World Finals. Doran isolating Cuz. Peter going forward, finds 3 with the knockup. Perfect there to follow.
All right, Faker.
Knocks down Peter.
He only kills Peter, though. Gumayusi channeling is steady.
Through everybody, the Sivir finally allows over the fight.
Perfect.
To take him. Faker still alive in the scrappy fight. The extra healing is making all the difference.
Camtic Soul.
doesn't quite have the damage
Camtic Soul. Kinda cooking.
Holding on for dear life. Doctum.
Kinda cooking. Doctum outside.
Doctum falls. A final hold for T1. It almost turns in their favor. But Perfect is going to end the game. Guma dies.
Bro, I thought for a moment that T1 was doing something crazy.
Even up the series.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but Perfect. Reliable as all hell in this game.
Bro, Perfect and Peter. Perfect and Peter smashed their face off.
And with the alpaca.
I trust Gumayusi. I trust Gumayusi. Damn, they went double purple. Double purple. Ali Bobby, Dr. Mundo. I think we're gonna see even more purple from KT. I think they're gonna go fucking set pick Kaiser. More purple.
But it's not the carrier.
Guys, they picked the Dr. Mundo away from owner. The gold Mundo.
That's definitely a carrier champ.
Okay, the reactive takeaway. I respect that. I don't mind that.
All of the success that
it's one of Perfect's main champions, Doran's as well.
We'll see about possible counters for jungle later on, and you get Doran.
Let's see now. I think Kaiser on 3, right? We're gonna go Kaiser on 3. Koki, all right.
Kind of wondering whether they wanted to give Perfect
well, I guess it makes more sense with the Mundo to have Koki just play a poke game, a long-range game. And then imagine if BDD plays like a Syndra in this game. I kind of like their draft, you know. Can Mundo flex to top? Nah. BDD needs to have something that has range. And I wonder here if T1 are just gonna slam Victor Nocturne. But Nocturne looks so bad too. I don't know actually what they should piece together with the jungle here. There's Victor.
Faker in the previous game didn't opt for the Victor. This time around, seems like he just wants
So I'm just thinking about an AD champion to deliver Rakan. You kind of want scaling. You kind of want scaling. But how do you find scaling this?
It really can take over games.
Is it BDD Akali?
You want scaling and you want something to deliver Rakan. Combining both, I don't see how. So either you go the scaling route and you pick something that
which has been kind of slowly coming up as a pick this tournament.
Isn't the AP direction, or you just pick.
A lot of damage on there, and they add even more damage on top of it.
Oh, please.
Against something like an
Viego is hype, but I have to say, KT are cooking here, guys. KT are cooking.
The best Viegos we've had in the LCK. BDD.
KT is cooking.
The best Syndra play that I've ever seen.
KT is cooking, bro.
And he will be locking it in here.
KT is cooking.
BDD Syndra.
Baking soda.
Also, you know, a scaling Syndra
T1's
will be
draft.
scaling as well. This one is going to be.
Yeah, the awkward part is like you wanted to set up Unada for success in this draft, but you haven't. You haven't set up Unada for success.
With that Drakes, it did feel like KT was able to again set up these early gold leads, because maybe doing some poking, but I don't think an actual contest is in the works here.
As long as he has
KT can accept.
He's not too worried.
They're poking a little bit. Peter!
The CC layering is
They don't have a lot of damage though.
He's only level 4. Owner now running for his life. Forced to flash
the constant DPS is not so high from KT. Maybe they can burn fake his flash here. BDD has combo very soon. The stun! The stun!
Unleash the weak, scattered.
You got flash! BDD Syndra finds it, and they do get the first blood. Doctom does take the actual kill and gets the money into the Corki.
Faker, what was that?
And the Syndra is...
BDD really can't
BDD, how many stacks does he have?
What's that Crocodile doing?
Go for the
38.
proxy here. You want to get your extra 30 seconds? Well, move up and catch the wave before it joins up with the
Look at
opponent.
K'Sante though, he's in a different continent as well.
Inside route and access to the alligator though.
Alright.
That's a Mundo with red buff. Doran.
Syndra's coming.
Doran.
He's just dead.
You only have one piece of CC. Yeah, that doesn't work on him.
All
He's
right.
going where he pleases. Doran, I think this might not have been what you wanted.
Baus.
BDD on the way, hoping to get this donated. Doran, I think.
Well, he's stalling.
Oh, he didn't get the
might
wave.
Be in the game, but this is certainly a magical tribute
Alright,
for
guys.
Doran.
Is Victor getting a plating? Hey guys, Viego is getting grubs.
Not gonna happen.
Viego's getting grubs. Syndra lost 3 minions.
It's to choose your timing
for Faker. So
Let's see if Gumayushi can 1v9 on the champion that has the highest ban pile in this tournament.
Because is there and Mundo
That's a hard steal.
Unbothered.
Continuing to do
Item gap here from Cuz.
Damage as well. Lock up there, but
Peter.
Owner is unstoppable. Peter caught out for a brief moment, immediately going to be forced to ult. That's the unbreakable. The flash, it doesn't connect. The Q
Peter
doing
hates the
absolutely
floor.
nothing means T1 are able to walk away.
He hates the floor, guys.
But it doesn't cost KT much yet. Gumayushi standing on the backside, ready to transcend if he needs to.
Gumayushi, look down.
Try to stop him from getting his fight.
Gumayushi
for the reset to keep the fight
doesn't
going.
flash.
What
is BDD doing? BDD, you gave him a reset.
Taking over BDD.
Oh my days! Oh my days! BDD dropping the ball.
But it might not matter. Reset
it's
on the ulti
perfect.
from Owner means he gets to back away, but the health bars are low across all of
Lockdown tries to rocket from the back. Some back shots.
Objective.
Perfect goes deep. Mundo with the steal. Perfect with a nice W. Perfect no mana for ult though.
Doctum on the way in and Guma sets the fall. Down goes the AD carry. Doctum on the way out.
BDD TP. BDD TP like fish in a barrel. Can BDD do it? BDD. Oh, perfect movement on the Q land from BDD.
Who take the Drake and the play.
KT. Completely relentless, KT.
Chases down the kills.
Bro, how did this end up positive for KT?
At first, this play looks dire for KT.
Gumayushi buys so much space.
Tries to get the execute,
so much space. BDD flashes in and does this. Knockdown flashes.
And then, as Peter goes down,
Jeez, it's the long con indeed. I don't know, K'Sante Mundo already looking pretty OP. Perfect, gets so much value here on W.
Perfect goes in, and all he needs to do is buy time and buy space for his Corki to Gatling gun his way through T1.
Huge moment there. Corki doing.
I don't know. You know, KT. They look a little bit goofy at times, but this looks like it looks like they play in a way that if they die with honor, they will go to Valhalla. That's what I love about them. They're like, we're fighting, and then everyone says,
the steal. Just to get him in range.
BDD's got no flash. That's the connection. Stun don't matter. BDD, you gotta lock in BDD.
One of the hardest
BDD has played a borderline flawless.
Is when you try and play the
He's had a flawless year, but he also needs to understand that his team has come to rely on him being impenetrable.
We're gonna get first setup on the Herald. Now, there is still vision here from T1 if they do opt to contest.
Long flank from the Crocodile.
There's the TP, there's the flank.
Mr. Crocodile. Dokdam has no flash. Crocodingus is coming for him. Gumiushi cuts through. Gumiushi loses half HP, but it doesn't matter. That's a reset. Peter, that's not your teammate. That's the enemy Corki.
Owner setting up for the angle, but he's not going to overcommit. Reset on the ulti. Taking him out as T1 start the objective.
And a big mistake there.
It's kind of like a scene in The Walking Dead where like one of the characters just refuses to accept that their family member is going to turn into a zombie and then they get eaten by their family member.
For a kill on the opposite end.
Come on, Peter.
Any of these Viego
in the face of that Trinity Force.
Viego Arasarice should have knocked back perfect. He was in W.
High value.
He would get stunned into art there, and he would have maybe no way to flash out, so he just flashed. Peter, this is psychotic. Oh, Peter! Yo! LeBron James!
Bonus kill
Jesus, Peter! All right, this is what we need. This is what we're talking about.
He doesn't have smite. His team is playing the cross map. Not really a reason to try and fish there.
Kerry, I agree there with Chronicler. There was no reason for him to do this.
Certainly hitting like a truck.
All right, we have the cross map. Doran tries to wiggle away. Doran, the big lizard, tries to clear the wave, gets the wave, gets the majority of it. Kaz is tanking. He ults. He's a tanky boy. KT getting a lot of gold. Victor on the TP. Yeah, perfect matching.
All of T1 now
Herald use on mid-wave.
KT still winning out, still coming out on far.
T1. I really like how spread they are here. I really like the spread here. It's like a smorgasbord.
At this point in the game, perfect over the wall with the blast
Peter.
zone. Knocks back Guma. Redemption going down. Cuz holding
Redemption.
on to as long as he can, but it's fake.
KT is so confused. I feel like T1 has disrupted the ranks. KT's positioning is so strange. They need to regroup. They need to play more like a porter. That's a combo. That's a stun. Doran is deep. Here's the carrier. Doran delivers him. Smite from Viego. Gumiushi. Perfect by
Guma missing completely. They get the Drake, but it might cost
Gumiushi with the flash.
Everything.
He flashes into the wall, and that might be the Yamatocannon going over to KT.
Cuz continuing to go where he damn well pleases.
Are we having a king in moment? Are we having a king in moment?
Are we having a king in moment? By the remaining members. Ulti from Guma means they wanted
to help his boy. That's a turn from Peter. Peter has ultimate. A lot of damage there from Dokdam.
KT forced backwards, but Faker now half HP.
The poke war is very back and forth.
Peter, what a psychopath. He went in instead. A lot of damage to come down, and KT
does his ultimate. Does his tanky. He has ultimate. Baker, so ballsy, bro. Baker, so ballsy. Jesus.
TP is his. He can get back to this fight if KT tries.
KT holding a very nice line here. Let's see if T1 snorted.
Cooldowns are gone. Don't look at the ultimates that aren't available.
No
for
Gumiushi ult, no Viego ult, no Rakan ult. KT want more. They're not ultra aligned at all. It's a very smart play from KT. I like it. Doran gets cancelled. He gets cancelled. And if he said something racist on the timeline. Honestly, you get away with saying racist shit on the timeline nowadays on Twitter. Gumiushi has no flash. Buzz.
Pushing further and further.
Peter gets the kill.
Operational. KT are doing
Baker flashes out. They're really doing it, Red Band.
As he's trying to go through the wall. BDD stuns him as he dashes.
They're really doing it, Red Band.
Might be barren.
There is still the opportunity for steal owners there. He doesn't have his ultimate though. Flash about to come up. If they don't steal this, KT might set up for a soul point as well.
Keria has smite.
Coming in
Diego
BDD,
has smite.
Potential 50.
Cuz has been so good with the smites this tournament. That's the snap from Keria onto Corki. Can they find the reach? They can't! They can't!
Deleted! In the blink of an eye, KT take everything!
And the scatter from BDD will not let them pass. Dogdom lives.
Perfect can try and use Doran as an escape route. Keria has to be careful.
Perfect finding the only way Cassandra can die.
That's back using Keria.
Maybe.
Perfect on his way out.
Save Private Ryan. Save Private Ryan. Oh, the W. Yes,
eyes on Faker and Doran. His perfect flashes out to safety. That's the ulti used by Guma.
Why did it give him the ultimate though? I'm sending. Oh, that's the flash forward here onto BDD. Oh, that's the reset. Push him away from the top stall.
Making it happen. Guma fails the flash. It stops the fight from going through. Doran getting whittled down.
Flashes the spell.
Again. Who
Faker.
Peter with the CC.
I
cannot believe it.
He missed the Q. He missed the Q.
Holding on. As T1 in the end might finally get to
the meatballs. The meatballs.
Faker trying to chase down the
extra
kill, but so is Cuz.
I think the time has worked out better for KT here. Look, the jungler for KT is up, Cuz.
All right, guys, Community Flash, Faker Flash, Owner Flash, everybody flash down T1 for this one. I think the flashes on blue side are way more important.
7-0 for either support, even with the spellbook, as T1
Mundo presses W, didn't press R yet.
Still there for Cuz, crucially.
You guys know that there's no cooldown on the CC immunity.
Not enough damage.
If you pick up the money bag
T1 taking a little
at this point in the game for Dr. Mundo.
We'll see if KT actually want to pull the trigger on this or set up a bait. Eventually, T1's going to run out of the resources, but they do know with that ward.
Look at that bot wave.
Pushing in the favor
massive bot wave. That bot wave is going to take the inhib for sure. The super creep.
T1, the pressure point is on them. KT have baited them into the trap.
Dr. Mundo.
Peter from the darkness.
Peter onto Doran. Cuz, you had to ult Doran. Cuz, very dangerous. He heals. It's over. It's over.
Drops. KT taking it across the finish line. Faker forced back. The bot lane open.
The soul, the patience on the Mundo spelled here.
KT moving to match point.
The KT rolls their coaster.
They're really doing it. KT's really doing it.
We're still not done.
I think they're just straight up playing better, bro. They're drafting better, playing better.
Match point in the telecom war in the world's final.
Jesus, guys.
At this tournament,
as well, some of these
Kalista, Galio, Caitlyn. KT, are we picking Caitlyn? Are we picking Caitlyn? Caitlyn Trundle. Honestly, Caitlyn Trundle goes hard, no? Caitlyn Trundle. Does Owner just slam an AP champion here, guys? Caitlyn Trundle. Called it, guys. I called it. Because keep in mind, you can pick a range super on 3 into the Renata blind that is coming through. I wonder if T1 pivot. Guys, what if T1 just pivot into Nautilus and don't pick Renata? Nocturne lock in, but Trundle's very happy to play against Nocturne. Do we pick Galio and drop support? I think we have to, no? Alright. They slammed the combo. Guys, I have no idea what Faker's gonna play. I like it.
Such a short range
I like it. This is becoming an impossible Kalista game to play. No way, Peter.
Top 10.
Huh?
Okay, an answer into the power that this Nocturne can bring. Denies a lot of the dive.
Yeah, exactly.
I swear, guys, it's time. Jace Zerath, 4-5. Jace Zerath, boom. Guys, it could be Faker's champ. Faker plays Gragas too. 2022 Spring Split. Do you remember?
I was thinking about this.
Yes, the Nivea. We called it.
Locked in.
And then Jace. I think Doran's playing Jace, guys. I think Doran's playing Jace. I think Doran's playing Jace, guys. All right.
Gotta be the Gragas.
Dragoon.
They round it out. Okay, it is a bit versatile.
Dragoon.
Honestly, though, I'm favoring the. It is
I don't know. I don't think Mort is that crazy here.
Have threat there due to the Mordekaiser ultimate.
But maybe Mort is just OP with the buffs.
Making his way over, even getting a summoner or getting the egg would be big.
Faker grounded. Cuz on the way in. Good wall. The
Faker keeps flash.
full committing even though he has no mana. They do manage to get the
Cuz he's gonna flash over the wall.
Out of Faker.
To eat.
Cuz,
Peter's here. Peter's
Peter
here.
on the way. The tongue lash there. They want to give the kill to BDD.
Greedy from Faker. Greedy.
Could be the deciding
The fact that
game.
BDD went for that, bro. That's a
to BDD to make
very
it
crucial
happen.
distance.
But it's Cuz that gets the kill again.
This
now
is why
we
you
saw
draft
how
Kench.
that benefited them.
Call
as
me
T1
king.
wanted to
Call
look for
me
the punish here.
demon.
Carry and Guma are
Owner
powerful. They're moving with the
smite,
heal. Toto
owner
immediately walked them out.
smite.
The 50-50 goes to Owner. Flash away from the handshake. Is Peter barely able to make it out alive? Good recovery from T1.
And he flashes for that. He's like,
Faker's
no,
back.
trust me.
Back
I
again.
got this. Takes the wheel and finds
Shady's
the
back.
50-50 steal.
Sometimes you need inspiration when your team
All
are
right.
backs against the walls. You just lost
ooh.
out first blood mid.
All right,
You
we're
have to
workshopping that
come up
Faker.
with
It's
some
just
really big
Yoktam is
plays.
giving you practice. I don't know
And
what he's doing,
Throwing it there,
but he's
throwing
giving you
the
practice.
flash
God bless him.
for the flip.
Do you
there?
ever feel like a
Trying to,
plastic
I think,
bag
Scout out,
drifting
and
through
this
the
time T1, if
worlds?
they can set up again, trying to regain control
All
into
right, Drake
Renata,
number 2,
into
guys.
Anivia. Kind of a nightmare. We haven't
Sun
really
and
talked
Sky
about it
ready
too
to go
much,
on
but
Trundle. I feel like
engage
Cuz
from
wants to
KT
fight.
is
He's
not
calling,
the
he's
best.
rallying the troops.
It's really
But how does
looking like
KT
a full
balling
committal
connect?
or bust.
KT's balling. How do they connect?
Faker off to the side. Decent damage
They're
on
sending
KT.
it onto
Owner going
Trundle.
all
Trundle.
in. Flashback
That's a flash out
coming
from Trundle.
Cuz. Wall
Faker
there
with
as
the
well.
wall.
BDD just barely able
BDD.
to skirt around the edge. But the
Looking
objective
for the
set up
lethal now.
For the side of T1,
Mordekaiser's
double
here.
TPs. KT want to claim it for a bit more.
Renata
Ulti
ult to
coming out
master
the side of
play.
Carrier. Drake down.
Peter
The back line
went
of
so
KT
deep.
berserk as they look if they can turn
Battle
it back. But
Coco.
again, they don't have the tools to keep
Perfect.
the fight going.
Doesn't
Peter
ult
wants to
anybody. I thought he just
flash,
ults Anivia
but that's
then.
all
Oh, why
their
doesn't he
CC.
do it?
Perfect fighting off to the side, dragging Faker into the death realm.
Oh,
In the meantime,
Woody,
BDD starting to
all
walk forward,
fruity.
Thorn potentially caught out.
What the fuck was that? Factory buying gaze.
Showing
BDD.
clutch in the moments to count. Turning it again. KT were losing the fight as they lost the objective. Gumayushi will not be able to make the bailout work. The Drake to T1. The fight to KT.
Oh,
Look at
Doran's gonna want that one back. The
Faker
big whiff on
providing
the
cover fire.
Peter not
Peter?
gonna get too far. The thick skin.
Peter!
Yeah, it's not gonna save you.
Yo!
Caught up in the hype, caught up in the moment. Faker.
He's
get one
feeling
back.
himself. He's feeling himself.
Getting
God
a little
bless him,
bit
bro.
out of
It's
themselves
all
there.
good.
The
It's all
roller
good.
coaster
He's
sometimes
he's
a bit of a
vibing.
bumpy ride.
And just like that,
But as we
Yoktam is ahead on
highlighted,
gold.
It's BDD
Peter, my goat.
that
Relax.
takes this fight into his own hands. That you see KT
Wow,
at
I have to
first
check this
very
Doran
respectful
combo.
of
What
the
was this
amount of
Doran combo?
Disengage available
Did
on
Doran just
T1.
grief?
And it's not until this pillar comes through that they're really ready to commit.
Yeah, and they try and pincer them against. Then Doran goes for
Oi,
the big play.
he got knocked down. He got knocked down.
BDD hits the ultimate.
But BDD
killing
with
all
the
rest
ult,
of the
petrifying
DPS getting those
games.
stuns.
KT
Spooky
poking their
carrier
heads. They don't
gaming.
really have the vision, but they do have a ward on the flank.
Alright, Cuz is very tanky and very manly at the same time.
We'll just take the more conventional path through the mid lane.
Gragas ult almost on CD. They use Nocturne's ult as well.
Trying to hide there on the Ocean Rift, looking for a
Doran
big
the Moran on the
displacement.
flank.
Herald summoned in the
4,
mid lane.
3, 2,
5v5 at
1.
the pit. Flash ulti available for
Doran the
BDD if he
Moran.
wants
Look at
to
Doran the
try and fight
Moran.
it. Perfect
He's
isolated off the
bowling.
side. Hostile takeover stops Peter from going any further.
Alright, Faker.
Completely
Perfect
isolated.
chose the
Cooking
one
barrel
person he
for just a
can't
little
beat,
longer.
I
Now
think.
the Drake is gonna go down. Owner taking
Owner
it.
gets it.
Dom
Owner gets it.
isolated.
The
And
clutch
Perfect trying to
jeans.
force a fight with Faker, but he gets nothing as the wall comes in.
BDD, he's also Korean.
The ulti from BDD, he might get a couple more kills, but again, the objective belongs to KT. Even as T1 begin to fall, Faker and Carry are ready to turn it. But have they overcommitted the wall there, trying to disengage Carry up Faker?
T1, you need to recognize a lost fight. T1, phase rush comes on cooldown, just on time.
Clutch.
Often be the deciding factor together.
Alright.
As KT, they
2
might
items
just
on
cruise them
both
in
Cassio
Otacon,
and
at
Anivia.
least to get the
Snake
TP out
versus
the door.
Bird.
Understand the gamble the KT are in because
KD
T1 are
pull out,
collapsing, and in
pull
the
out
meantime,
game.
waves are being deleted.
Feel like
It's
Renata's
costing
gonna
KT
cook, you
hundreds
know.
of gold just to be
Massive
here.
Davy Wavy.
And if T1 take the fight, it might just
This
cost
might
them
just
the
be
game.
a Smite battle, but perfect by just look to grab
Ready to get
Owner.
them away. The ulti not stacked up.
Perfect.
Going forward just a little bit longer than that.
Perfect.
Come out. Owner going to respond with an ulti of his own. Turning
Perfect.
off
This
the
is
lights
not
on
the
this
way
team fight between
perfect.
both lineups.
Otacon
Gumi
resets
gets
perfect. Is
in the death realm.
lonely in
And
his
Guma
own
takes
death
them.
realm, like
T1
80s.
Focusing on the objective. Cleanse used from Carrier.
Olivia Wall,
Heal on the
Faker
way.
buying
Faker finding a bit more
space.
damage. BDD isolated.
Davy
Hostile takeover gonna
Wavy.
connect onto BDD.
Cuz gets stunned. Faker's creating space, but Carrier falls. Otacon is Otacon. T1 got it.
Guma securing the objective.
T1's got to be feeling real
Itemization is very even, guys. Perfect, getting chunked. Faker with the movement with phase rush. Faker smurfing it.
Cuz still eating a bit of damage.
The clutch gene.
bit tough to deal with. You can see the pierce that lands onto Doctom.
This might be the last fight of the whole World Championship to decide everything. Faker has to flash out Trundle. Doran the Moran tries to buy time. Here's a Nocturne. Oh, this is a very awkward fight. Renata doesn't have ult yet. Renata doesn't have ult yet.
Doran has been isolated in the death realm, but he managed to make it over. Flashback! Absolutely dukes him. And now it's perfect. Cotton 1v1 with Faker right as he comes out. He is stunned, but he won't be taken down.
Hey,
all of
what's happening?
The spears.
Regroup, Faker. TP, regroup.
Faker's gonna teleport
Almost
back.
got flash.
Mordekaiser and the
BDD's Road of
Anivia.
Ages
Fight
pops.
just continues to go.
Doctom tries to find autos.
Doctom to take over connecting.
Finally, the first lead of the
Continuing
game.
to move in. BDD waiting over
That's
the wall.
why I picked Tom Pinch to bait the fight. Autos on 1 HP. BDD gets stunned by Faker.
Cuz in the pit.
It's zone. Kabushi reaches.
To get the soul. KT might be able to fight the next two mini members of T1 standing. Ocean Soul to T1.
T1.
On KT.
It's game 5.
And I am
It's game 5.
starting to hear some silver scrapes in my telecom war.
Oh my
Holy
God! T1
damn.
stand up, get the Ocean Soul, and they have made every person in this stadium.
Bro, this was
stand
the
up as well.
moment. This was the moment.
Gets hit
Doran
with the
realized
carry
he's
ultimate
like,
immediately Peter trying to bail him out.
I am
There
no
goes so
longer
low,
the
they get pushed
outsider
out.
on T1. I am
blocking the
T1.
Caitlyn ultimate,
Bro, this
protecting
Houdini
Oda
shit
here
he
as
just
they try
pulled
and
that,
get
bro,
back
was
into the big team on the
crazy,
top
bro.
side. BDD was running straight at them.
Guma is
in their favor. Flowers in their favor. 5K gold lead, and they're set up to take the first Baron of the game.
It's again
All right, here we
costly when
go.
it comes to summoners
Anivia
for
does
KT.
crazy damage.
And T1, call the T1
You know, they added so
Baron.
Anivia actually can
Gold lead's
slow
there,
Nashor
Ocean Soul
and
is
objectives.
theirs, and KT,
Technically
we'll
not,
see if they
but
can make
just
something
so
happen.
she has the freeze
Owner and
damage.
T1 have secured every single
Big
objective
stun.
this game. Cuz moving in, but
Cuz.
zoned away.
All right, look at that, the slow burn. They're playing the pole game. Let's the ultimate.
Owner using an ulti of his own just to try
Okay,
and
Gumayush, what is Perfect doing, bro? That's a Road of Ages. Road of Ages, Anivia, son.
Faker's happy with the 1v1.
Oh, we
Just in
praise
time, he
Perfect
gets
way
out,
too much
and
the way
Doran
he's
is there
playing
to seal
now.
the deal on the kill. KT desperate to get anything. They've already lost their top laner. The game
That's the
rapidly
one.
slipping away.
They're trying their best to not let this game go to 5 as
Doran the
Doran
Moran.
still searching.
Doran is also playing really well, I think, in terms of like how annoying they are. Like this Gragas and this Anivia, bro, this is like a kid's show, you know? The bird and the fat man. Oh, Doran, no, I praised you too quick. Doran, kiting.
Absolutely nothing. T1.
Ocean Soul, though. Ocean Soul, Billie Eilish.
They know what they can do.
Gomayushe, Ocean Soul.
It's not going to take a Baron. T1 reminding us why they are
Are we ending?
here.
Are we doing Nash? I think we're doing Nash.
They can do. It's a TP into the mid lane. Maybe going to catch out Gumayushi here.
It's chilling, it's
But
chilling.
it's perfect. Again, this is the problem. No matter who TP's in, it's so effortless for T1 to just walk away.
Yeah, perfect. Guma is 2 levels up on the top laner.
Cuz caught out, isolated, immediate subjugate to try and stay standing, forced to flashback, BDD in the darkness, 3-man, but it's Doran to try to turn it right back.
Ocean Soul, the Ocean Soul, Ocean Soul.
Take over the gold deficit, it's just too massive. Even a miracle, even an incredible angle was not enough in the face of this T1 lineup.
Is that a quarter kill? It's a quarter kill.
The quadra.
Yo, Owner stole the Penta.
The silver scrapes.
Guma lives the engage, and T1's hopes
Base BDD, bro,
live
base.
in the grand
Respect.
finals.
Respect
And
BDD.
the telecom war has never been this insane.
Respect to BDD.
World's finals. Game
Damn.
5.
A third
Are
ban
they first picking
targeted at
Pantheon here,
BDD.
guys?
He's not allowed to play a single one of these champions, but what else does he have left in the pool?
Akali, Aurora,
Ziggy,
LeBlanc.
Azalea. Why
Ziggy
did we
is
ban
flexible.
Draven?
That could be a flex pick, but we had
Pantheon
Most iconic
Galio
picks.
sounds pretty
Again,
good,
he
no?
almost dragged his team to a
Pantheon
World
Galio?
Finals 4 years ago. Couldn't make it then. And now finds himself on
I'm
the
surprised
precipice
KT didn't first
of
pick
winning it
Pantheon,
all.
guys.
And pairing it with the Ziggs, the classic for them, the sleepy bomb bubble.
Was that fun to
Are
play
we
into?
picking
As
Lucian?
the
You know what
Pantheon
Faker
gonna
could
get
play
picked
into
up later
Zoe? Twisted Fate.
for Owner. We're looking
Got more dead.
We gotta get the Tristana mid.
Galio, of course.
Baker's Galio.
I think BDD invited this.
alongside the Pantheon.
BDD invited. He's gonna play Tristana mid.
Potential, the global map. Their time. The
Yorick
Yorick, a
Mori.
powerful blind, dropped in prio a lot.
Why do
this
we pick
tournament
Yorick?
compared to his
You give them
regional
3
playoff
jacks on 3?
dominance, but here in game
Naughty,
together,
naughty.
and
KT
there
is happy to go for
a fade
5.
being put in.
the one that costs you.
A mill
Here we
try? Dry,
Game
Camille,
5
dry.
finals. It's the Camille for Doran.
I think that's a tough matchup with the Yorick Mori, guys. Tough matchup with the Yorick Mori.
Have had some incredible success on
It's Golushno, you want MF?
Does really lead itself as, oh, MF!
Okay, that's pretty strange.
Gamble.
The Bloodthirster spike.
That's a
Over
Sejuani.
towards mid, rotate those.
And then I think BDD, you gotta play an AD champ.
Pressures out to the other side.
BDD is like, pick me up, Swole.
Sejuani, one of Cuz, his all-time favorites. In 2023, KT, a team that has so much dominance. I mean,
there it is.
Galio especially. So much dominance. And it was on Viego, and it wasn't Sejuani as BDD.
There it is.
Tristana is able to buffer away from the Camille taunt, or from the Galio taunt. You're able to also shoot Camille out. Oh my god! The BDD Smolder, he's bringing it back!
Look. Smolder is the more OP
seems
champ.
to be the answer for the side
It's
of
the
KT
more
in the
OP
face
champ.
of countless dive
But
options
guys,
for T1.
Pike is going to be picked on 5.
T1,
and I think this Smolder will be in danger.
Game 4.
I don't know, guys. I'm worried that Camille has a really hard matchup. But I feel like T1 is going to do everything they can to get Doran ahead. And then Doran's going to be Goomba OP.
And it's playing
I feel like Tristana was a way safer pick, guys.
The pressure coming from Sejuani.
And can also fight earlier. I feel like Smolder is too slow.
And then on the other end,
I think Smolder's too slow. Guys, I think T1's going to win.
Pressing your buttons.
I think T1's going to win.
It's a really funny power curve for like level 1, level 2, level 3, you're feeling great. First base, not too bad, and then you're basically just praying until you hit your Triforce. As Carrier goes in.
Oh, damn.
Takes a tower shot.
Carrier took 2 turret shots.
Away, make the most of that level 2 power spike. Dom and Peter waiting to catch the wave.
And BDD is going to be trying his best to both farm as many stacks as possible and keep this Galio
Is T1 just the masters of the
able to make
tees?
impact in sides, especially in the
They're
early
just
game.
masters of the tees, no?
A lot harder
Ooh, another bonk.
for T1 to find
and I just imagine this matchup being hard for Camille. Level 3 gang, they know the mission. It's poetic.
Perfect.
Get Doran ahead, win game, it's a game plan. Here comes Owner the boneless, W on the slope. Perfect is dead, Perfect is dead.
Down, Owner, all but certain to make this one come through. First blood for T1.
So poetic that they draft together.
This
draft, that if Doran gets ahead, they win.
Usually counter jungle,
and that's the issue here with the Smolder pick, is that Smolder is going to be so slow and stacking, while Galio is going to have roam timers, Pump is going to have gank timers, and on top of that, Leona will have timers. All roads lead to Doran the Moran.
For him to try DD. Doesn't even have to use flash himself, just walks it up.
Faker's the GOAT.
Faker is now in an even deeper
because
hole
he can do something like that in the game and feel no shame at all, and still
because Galio lane does
not change at all.
Do I have jungle pressure to put threat behind when I move
Most
up in lane
players do a move like that in game, and they fall apart.
Q forward, sidestep, the taunt, Faker turning it back, BDD, one more auto, the 1-for-1!
Jesus! Holy BDD, what a chance!
That was going to kill him.
Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Doran locked down with the Pandas. Cuz on the way up.
Oh, just barely.
With the flail. Doran barely able to walk away.
They didn't want to use the flash,
PDD,
knowing that Doran
bro.
still had his.
What a man!
But we are getting explosive here. No slow early game in this game 5.
And BDD
on 24
he goes for
stacks.
that dive. You know, he does invest his flash, so that is something
good move from BDD.
Owner is back and ganking again.
Perfect's got flash.
Has the flash available, but Doran just going to immediately flash follow. The adaptive defensive, the hook shot still there. The Q back for a bit of healing, but it's not enough.
This is the first one early game for T1.
So that Doran can
first one early game for T1.
Flash into melee range and save the hook shot for the answer flash from Perfect.
Yorick Mori, he's in trouble. He's on the ropes.
This is something that, again, we've seen KT struggle with. We've seen Perfect struggle with. Yorick, he just goes for the call, and his team at least will be able to find on the cross map
the
ability to get this dragon, but he needs to stem the bleeding, because if Doran gets out of control, this game becomes nigh unplayable for KT.
That it does.
Nigh unplayable.
The strongest point on the team currently, even as we see gold leads get bigger for Owner and Doran. The Camille start to take over. Perfect needs to stem the bleeding. You highlighted it so well. It's one of the few things that we haven't seen from him yet.
Carrier with the trap. Doran with the lane gang.
Flashing away, but Owner's on the way as
Doran
well.
gets 6, 1 minute away per Peter. CC Chain has flash.
In return.
Flash Q.
Making it out. Take a play back to the tower, but it might cost Carrier's life. It's a 1-for-1. No! The minions slinking out.
No way, the
Carrier
potion.
walks away.
Out of the lane swap. T1 find the trailing play here.
Serious business. Thank you very much to the T1.
The wave in, and so T1 pounce.
Oh my days.
Oh! The combo!
All right.
Tea in my mouth, but that was incredible. The arcade comment.
Snipes him! And that's What I do love is that often in a Game 5 in Fearless, we end up with comps that don't have engage. This is kind of the opposite. Both teams have amazing hard engage. We have Nautilus on one side, with Sejuani to back it up. Then the Camille Galio,
Faker.
Leona combo is
moving down.
That's the combo. That's the free. That's the freedom. That's the freedom against the Smolderini Houdini.
Takes another.
Pantheon Galio can get the Camille ahead. Mobile game, and they had 80,000 people.
As soon as humanly possible.
80,000 people in the arena, bro. For a mobile regional final.
Dom caught out, Zenith Blade there. The ulti
That's
just
an ultimate
out of range.
result. Very tense, very tense.
And the cancel there as
Flashes.
well. Peter has his buddies back. Gets the ult onto Guma, but this might still be this Herald is. Oh,
the Honor of Kings is the game.
On the way up. The
Perfect.
Doran, though,
Pantheon
he's got
ult.
backup. Owner on the way.
Oh, it's rough, guys. Double
once
globals.
Again in the ultimate of Doran.
What?
Perfect living for an extra second. The Q2 coming through just in time. KT want to punish, but they're a little bit to be able to survive Doran's initial engage, survive Owner's initial engage, not get caught in those big taunts or wombo combos from Guma.
Yeah, the dream for this KT squad is to be able to poke with your Ziggs as well as your Smolder once you get to your rapid fire. But what counters poke? It is hard engage. Peter, though.
Owner.
Assault still there. Flashback into the blast.
Okay.
Going to keep Owner standing, but likely means KT.
India loves mobile games like PUBG Mobile.
Lane, though, it's push in favor of T1, and we talked about Ziggs destroying towers, but Doran with this Trinity Force also will just eat through that objective. KT splitting their focus.
Are we giving this up?
Is it going to cost them? Faker.
Seems like they're giving this up. This is a
T1
it's a good way to stall time for T1. Leon ult onto Dom. Dom has the W, gets out. Combination in the nation. Doran did the bin combo.
But Faker is on the way.
Galio comes late and Doran's gonna brawl. That's a shutdown for BDD. Taunt doesn't land. I don't think they have the DPS now without Camille. Owner has to E. He comes perfect. Big stab from Owner the boneless. Sounded sky kicks left and right.
And there you go. KT find an angle.
Pretty fucking good situation for KT, all things considered.
For BDD.
BDD got a lot of money here, guys. 1.5k gold ahead, guys. All that money went into the right pockets.
Immediately. That was just after a 2-for-2
big shutdowns for BDD.
And the Dragon already went to KT.
Tension builds on both sides. The Otacon, the crucial objective. T1 hold on to a 2,500 gold lead.
Or they could do the thing where they just give champions headsets and team jerseys, and that's it.
Has access to the
like in the old seasons.
For everybody on the side of KT except for Cuz.
Are they going to send it? I feel like you kind of have to with the teleport being invested from Doctum there. We'll see if they actually do want to make a real commitment.
Let's give them a headset.
Some summoners out of T1, but it doesn't look like they want to take the gamble.
All right.
Perfect.
Bonking the tower.
Has to be careful. They have so much damage here.
Nice W there from.
Reset the tower. Everybody is locked down for a damn long time. Doran untouchable for a brief moment, but they managed to kill him. T1 fumbled the play in the mid lane, and perfect redemption as he survives the dive. Mom called, but she will not connect.
The dark procession from Perfect. It got them so much, and now they're opening to get the tower.
Why are we diving the Yorick? What are we doing? What was this?
And it keeps the gold lead within touching distance. It further accelerates BDD.
Well, decent poke.
Owner there's a TP from Leona. There's Camille with TP as well. Camille has no ultimate. He's used it on Yorick Mori. 6k. They're looking for the finish. Peter has no smite. Nothing taken. Sejuani too far away. Peter look for the hook. Doran buying time. Doran eating out. That's an honor zone. Peter. Other fire from Gumi, which is beautiful. Peter 1 HP. Beautiful spare. Like the spot and the donor is. Lands it. Gumi with the cover fire. Ziggs ultimate. A little bit too deep from Cuz. Easy chain on the BDD. BDD finds a pocket but doesn't live long.
Triple kill for Guma and T1! Do it! They take over!
KT, not like this, KT.
The nail in the coffin for the roller coaster! As Otacon goes the way of T1.
KT, we have a 200 stack Smolder!
And the Dragon
is
gonna follow suit
for no reason. We funneled ourselves.
You look back at this,
like mentally mean blue during a Breaking Bad cookout. Look at Peter, bro. He just ate
and it all falls
like he was iron deficient.
The backline lives
and then
for far
Cuz
longer
went
than
through.
expected, but T1
Oh, they all just funneled
powerful.
through a choke.
They kite
Peter
back
took
so
a shower.
effectively and then call for the re-engage after
That
they
is
already
crazy.
have the advantage.
Baker ready for the turn.
Dire
Peter
straits.
hooks
Baker
the
brings
wall.
it back.
There's the Pantheon ult. They're sending it. They're shipping it onto Diok down. TP from behind. Camille falls the same target. Camille.
T1 don't even need the objective. They're having to keep pushing for a bit more. On the top side of the fight, they've isolated BDD. He's continuing to fight. He wants to turn it back. He gets the kill. Doran. Crucially, Baker falls. KT win.
BDD, the heart of KT, is alive. The smolder lives under the tower, but T1 are still pinging towards the objective.
There's no way with Smolder alive. I don't think you can get away with it.
What if
and
Baker
yes, they get Dog Dom.
just, like he just said, Doran activate the engage on Smolder protocol. He's like affirmative.
Doesn't hit the mark
And then
immediately, and
he
Dog
like
Dom
just
stalls for a
right
good
clicks
amount
and
of
no
time.
matter what. This is just
Owner's
Nash.
able to take him down, but it's an
This was just free
overextension on the
Nash.
flip side.
Yeah, T1 are just too split. They go
BDD,
under
you need to buy
tower here.
Hourglass.
Doran
I'm not even kidding.
just
You have to
barely
buy
cannot
Hourglass.
finish off
Flanks coming in. T1 entire top side missing Flash, that crucial cooldown, but their ultis will be there. 3 seconds on Doran. Gumayushi, the other player to keep your eye on as well. The ulti can do a lot of work. Doran going in, doesn't connect hookshot wall dive, immediately CC'd. Exhaust coming in as well. Combo over the top from Guma. Finds two. Exhaust is carrying, moves his way to the backline. Faker rains down from the sky.
Gumayushi.
Locks up BDD.
Gumayushi.
And obliterates the hope for KT Rolster.
Gumayushi.
The bullet time will
Give him
end
MVP.
the time of KT here
Give Gumayushi
at
MVP.
Worlds as T1 will chase down Cuz and look for the Baron.
And BDD, oh, on his shoulders, and that is too much weight for one man to bear.
They can't find.
Tough to
Oh,
hold
Doran!
Doran looking to get things kicked
What
off.
the
Hookshot wall
heck?
dive brings him over. He's taking the tower already. Flash back to get away from Cuz's ultimate, and the ulti manages to connect from Doc Dom. A big fumble. Not enough to get T1 back into full control of the game because there are no objectives on the map, but it will slow down the onslaught of T1. It will give KT a bigger glimmer of hope. Over. But now with the Baron spawning, relatively even setup, but again, it's the waves in favor of T1 that make this so hard. Is immediately they're going to kick things off by going in on Cuz, taking away the Frost Armor pass.
Right.
Lockdown from Carry is there.
That was
TP
taking a
in
lot of
from Doran
damage.
as
He
well.
flashed
All teams
out.
going across the board. BDD caught off the
BDD.
side. A good flash to take him out, and Guma has to be
Gumayushi
careful.
flash
He's so
forward. Gumayushi.
damn fast.
Gumayushi.
BDD. He goes gold in an extra 2.5 seconds to consider what went wrong as T1 looks set to end it all.
Shit.
They're going to finish the job. It is Doran and Peter
Guma's
left
a
alone
psychopath,
in the
bro.
mid lane, and T1 will ace them.
Doran's life
T1
saved. Doran's life
earning
saved.
their legacy again and again and again. There can be no doubting it. 4 players on the Rift today, making the impossible possible. Owner,
Damn.
Baker, Gumayushi, Carrier, and now Doran as
Doran is so
well,
relieved.
are world champions.
And the disbelief on his face. A teammate that so many have praised
Holy.
over the long years. Domestically, he's always been able to show it. As T1 find the free beat.
An unrivaled dynasty here has just been made. The three-peat is real.
A team that when they found despair in 2022 against DRX, took it to heart and
Nice.
have come every single world back to the finals, back to this trophy. KT had an incredible run, but against T1,
Nice.
it just feels impossible. A team that even in the face of bad games, even in the face of match
It's so
point after
unreal,
game
no?
3,
That's
did
crazy.
not falter for even a moment.
It's so crazy.
It's KT's run. It has to
I
be
don't know. They
respected.
just do it
Park's
somehow.
out now to the
They just
players
get it
on
done.
stage.
Huge
They get it done,
respect.
bro.
What a run this roster
They
has
just get it
had.
done, bro.
And here now we check out the
Give
trophy
Gumayushi the MVP,
ceremony
please.
presented by
Give Gumayushi the
Mercedes-Benz.
MVP, bro. Damn. Hey.
T1 world champions. T1
Hey, bro, the trolley's bigger than getting.
A science out of performing when it matters most, regardless of the story of the LCK.
Where's Mata? I want to see Mata pick up the trophy. Where's Mata?
Always find their peak.
Let Mata pick up the trophy, yeah!
And now are embraced by the staff that has supported them for the entire
there
year.
He is, Becker. You know, Becker, in the end, he's like, can you be honest with me? What do you think about our chances to beat AL? I say, Becker, don't worry.
Real good.
Your team is gonna win somehow.
To his team.
The most stressed guy on earth.
How long will this version last? How far can this core of players
go? Yamato, give me your honest prediction.
네, 데뷔 6년 만에 이렇게 꿈을 이루게
With the
돼서
backdrop
너무 행복하고
of the interview. Yo! Oh shit! Oh no! Holy moly! Hey, honestly, hey, Dome's gonna look good, bro. Bro, Dome's gonna look good, by the way. Yo! I thought he would look like ass, but he's gonna look good.